Dear students, good morning to all. Today we are going to start the first chapter of Human Geography of Maharashtra. As you know that in the previous semester we have covered the physical geography of Maharashtra, and in this semester we are going to cover the human geography of Maharashtra. And let us start the first chapter of human geography of Maharashtra, that is population of Maharashtra. As you know that population is a resource for each and every state and nation, and that's why it is an important aspect so far the population is concerned or resources are concerned. And that's why today we are going to see how is the population growth and distribution of Maharashtra. So in this topic we have to cover the population growth in Maharashtra and how it is distributed throughout the part of Maharashtra. So let us see how is the population of Maharashtra and how is the distribution of population in Maharashtra. As you know that India ranks second in the world because China ranks first in the world, and we means India ranks second in the world. If we see the history of the population of world, we realize that in the previous century, means in the 20th century, there were less population so far world's population is concerned. But in the tropical region, particularly in between 23 degree north and 23 and south degree, there is a huge populous countries, particularly ASEAN countries, and that's why there is a favorable condition to increase the population, and that's why China and India ranks one third population of the world. If we see the history of India's population, we realize or we come to know that up to the independence, means up to the 1947, we have 35 crore population. But nowadays there is an increase of population day by day, because there are various medical facilities, and which at the same time we have overcome on the various epidemic diseases, and that's why the birth rate is increased and death rate is decreased. So whatever happens with the happened with the India, same principle applied to the Maharashtra, and that's why day by day there is an increase in the population of Maharashtra. Maharashtra ranks second in India after Uttar Pradesh. As you know that Uttar Pradesh ranks first and Maharashtra ranking second, following to the Uttar Pradesh. Maharashtra experiencing high population growth. There are various favorable factors which increase the population of Maharashtra. It may be industrialization, it may be migration from other states, and due to the migration and favorable condition for industries, as well as high birth rate of Maharashtra, which leads to the more population in Maharashtra. Now today Maharashtra have 11.5 crore population, and if we see the history of population growth in Maharashtra, we realize that in 100 years the population of Maharashtra increased 5 times. So whatever is the population today in Maharashtra, that is really increased, and it is increased 5 times in the last 100 years. So this is all about the introduction of population in Maharashtra. So what exactly the growth of population is there in Maharashtra, we have to see. If we go through the census year-wise, then we realize how the population increased in 10 years. The first year is in the last century, that is 1901, that is 1 crore 93 lakh 91,643. So this is near about the 2 crore, but after the development, there is a huge increasement in the population, and it crossed the 2 crore population, 2 crore 14 lakh 74,523. It reaches in 1911. The annual growth rate was there 10.74, means there is a huge increasement in the population. In 1921 there is a decrease, particularly the epidemic disease, that is plague was spread throughout the part of India, and that's why there is a decrease in the annual growth rate of population, that is minus 2.91. After that, from 1931 to up to till date, that is 2021, if we see the figures of annual growth, 14.91, 11.99, 19.27, 23.60, 27, 24, 25, 22, 15, and today now it is proposed that it's 16. So what it indicates? It indicates that only 2-3 times where there is a annual growth is decreased, here, here, and here. So 2-3 times only we have a less annual growth rate, but in the last 120 years we have only this year, means in 1921, wherever there is minus 2.91 growth rate, which is decreased, that is minus, and that's why overall population is increased in the last 120 years. So what it indicates? It indicates that there is a favorable condition for the growth of population, and there is a huge population nowadays, which is really harmful for any development of any state, and that's why we are facing the problem of huge population. So if we see the density and its regions in Maharashtra, we realize that there is a huge density, or there is an increase in the density of population in Maharashtra. What exactly density means? Density is nothing but the number of population in 1 square kilometer which are residing or which are living in 1 square kilometer area. So whenever we consider 1 square kilometer geographical area, how many people are living or how many people are residing in this 1 square kilometer, that matters the density, or that determines the density of that area. So density of population increase day by day, and this reaches to 365 at this moment. So the density of population in Maharashtra is continuously increasing. When it is separated from Karnataka, the density was 129, and now it reaches to 365. If we see the year-wise density of population in Maharashtra, we can get the idea. That is, in 1961 it was only 129. 1971 it reaches to 164. In 1981 it reaches to 204. In 1991 257. In 2001 it reaches to 315, and now in 2011 it is 365. In this year, means in 2021, this year is a crucial year, because due to the spread of corona and corona disease, there is no possibility of the counting of the population, which is the census year actually 2021, and now it reaches more than 365 per square kilometer. So this is all about the density of the population in Maharashtra. So if we consider and if we put all the regions or the parts of Maharashtra in the density, according to the density, there are 4 major regions in the Maharashtra. First one is high population density region, moderate population density region, low population density region, and least population density region. So we have to see one by one. As I have already stated, what density means. Density is nothing but the number of people which are living 1 square kilometer area, that is the density of that particular area. So using this formula we can calculate, we can measure the density of any region and thus there are, according to this formula, there are four regions of Maharashtra. First one is high population density region. As you know that most of the metropolitan cities and which are very urbanized area that comes under that includes under a high population density region. The regions where density of population is more than 400 square kilometer, means 400 people are living in 1 square kilometer area, is known as high population density region. Example of this is metropolitan cities like Mumbai, Thane, Pune, some districts like Solapur, Kolhapur, Nashik and Ahmednagar. These areas are highly urbanized. The highest density of Greater Mumbai is 21,190 per square kilometer, means only in 1 square kilometer this number of people are residing, or this number of people are living. So what it indicates, this is very populous, this is highly dense area of the Maharashtra, and particularly that is Greater Mumbai. Next one is moderate population density region. The regions where density of population ranges between 200 to 350 per square kilometer, means in a 1 square kilometer area the people are living 200 to 350. So that area is known as moderate population density region. The remaining district, which are the district places, which are the district centers, that centers or that places are included in this region. Example is Sangli, Satara, Raigad, Aurangabad, Latur, Nanded, Nashik, Jalgaon, Akola, Bhandara, and particularly growth of irrigation developed in this particular district. And if you see here Nashik, and here is also Nashik, but some part of Nashik is in the high population density region, that we can say the old Nashik and say central bus stop, that is CBS, and which is crowdy area so far the population is concerned, and remaining means this particularly CIDCO is also included into the high population density region, and remaining part means suburban area is included into the moderate population density region. So most of the districts which developed in the agriculture, particularly irrigation facilities are developed, these districts are included into the moderate population density region. Next one is low population density region. The regions where density of population ranges between 100 to 200 square kilometer, means in a 1 square kilometer area people are living up to 100 to 200 square kilometer. That area or that region is called as low population density region. Ratnagiri, Chandrapur, Wardha, Sindhudurga, Satara and Usmanabad, Bid and some part of Solapur district is under this category. Northern part of Khandesh, Nandurbar, Dhule, Shirpur, Jalgaon, Yaval, Malegaon are the low population areas. Here you can see in the Malegaon old there is a moderate region, means there is a mix regions of Malegaon, that is moderate as well as low, means the people who are residing in a very close or in a very congested area, that areas comes under moderate, while as the people who here are living in a spread position or in a rare position, that is called as low population density region. And the last one is least population density. The least density is of Gadchiroli district, and it is 67 per square kilometer, means only 67 people are living in 1 square kilometer area, that is called as least population density area. This district covers remote, hilly and forest inaccessible areas. Most of population is tribal and backward, and population density is low due to the dissected hills, dense forest and plateau area. Land is not suitable for agriculture. As I already stated that most of the things which are there which favors for the population growth, but at the same time some factors are there which are unfavorable for the growth of population, and particularly if there is no development of agriculture, there is no suitability for the settlement, there is no suitability for the population. And that's why if there are hills, if there are undulation, if there are forest, and if these areas are remotely remote to access, and that's why there is no particular favorable condition for the residence of the people, and that's why people are not preferring to these areas, and that's why these areas comes under, or these area include into the least population density. So this is all about the regions according to the density of Maharashtra. After that, we have to just focus on the factors affecting spatial distribution of population. First one is physical factor. Why people are spatially distributed, and why the variations are there in the density of the population. First one is mountainous. Mountain area are not preferred by the people to live or to settle over there. Plain areas particularly preferred by the people. Plateaus are depend on the availability of resources. If mines and minerals are there, if agriculture is developed, then plateaus are also preferred by the people. River banks are also preferred by the people, because if you see the history of the human being, then we come to know that there is the emergence of the civilizations on the banks of the river, that is Indus River, and many rivers are there where there is a huge population. Water resource. Water is the essential need of the human being, and that's why water resources are also attracting factor of for the population, and that's why water resources are also determine the spatial distribution of population. If climate is suitable, then people wants to go there and wants to reside there. So hot climate is not preferred by the people. Cold, humid and pleasant climate is also suitable for the residence of the people. Some economic factors, it may be agriculture. If there is agriculture, if there is industries, then there is a huge population. Social factors means people are living in a group. People, because human being is a social animal, and that's why people prefer to that society which is suitable for them. Means if one area is there of the Hindu people, then people wants to go there. Particularly Hindu people prefer to that area, and accordingly there is a social factors. Religious factors, as you know that Hindu, Muslim, Christian and many religions are there throughout the part of Maharashtra. If one religious people are concentrated at one place, then automatically same religious people are come to that area or reaches to that area and wants to settle over there. So this is all about the things which affects on the spatial distribution of the population. So thus we look or focused on the first chapter of the Human Geography of Maharashtra. Today we stop here. Thank you. Thank you.